let's just sew whatever.
I get a lot of questions about how I pick fabrics for my bags. Hello, Ben. So I thought I would do just a really quick video about it. So I think what's important is to find a fabric that really speaks to you, makes you excited about making the bag, and focusing on that. So let's say I really want to use this fabric here, and I'm not exactly sure what pattern I'm going to use. So I kind of want to narrow that down first, because that's going to depend on what accent fabric I use and lining fabric I use, depending on the weight of the exterior, lining fabric, etc. So I have this fabric. This is the water resistant canvas that I sell. So it's on the thinner side, but I can always interface it to make it thicker. So I'm going to decide, like, okay, I want to use a vinyl with it to make the ugly naked guy hobo bag from Sincerely Jen. A lot of times what I'll do is just kind of pick out a few vinyls that I want to work with and see if any of those work. So I have this vinyl here. It's not a terrible match, but I don't love it. And then there's this one here, which is also pretty with it. Oh, that's a mess. I just took the scrap pieces. But again, I don't super love it. So if neither of those work, I move on to a newer pile of vinyls. All right, so I have this really fun duochrome green to blue vinyl that is going to match perfectly. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. That's gonna be super fun. So I think the biggest thing to do is limit yourself on the choices that you have in front of you, which I understand sounds kind of silly because we all have, not all of us, but a lot of us have these overabundant collections of fabric where there's so much stuff available for us to use and we want to use it all up, but having too many choices causes this analysis paralysis situation. So I think what's important is to give yourself 4 to 5 different options for what you can use, and not necessarily make one of those work, but hopefully one of those excites you to make the bag that you're cutting out. And of course coordinates. Another thing I kind of like to do is think about 2 different shoppers. So there's someone that's going to like this really fun, bright, colorful bag, and there's someone that's going to want a more subdued, professional looking bag with neutral colors, etc. So always take into consideration, of course, there's more than 2 types of customers, but usually there's 2 different large subcategories of customers. So yeah, I hope that helps. I know I didn't pick out my lining colors, but I use solid colors from FWD Fabrics in their waterproof canvas. Depending on the bag, I'll use the water resistant canvas that I carry. But again, the water resistant canvas resists the water. It's not waterproof. So if you're making a larger bag, you don't want to use as much interfacing. You can use the waterproof canvas, which is going to add a lot more structure. You're going to use less interfacing, etc. So again, I hope that helps. If you have any suggestions for people down below on how you pick out fabrics, I would love to make the comment section just an open conversation with tips and tricks that everyone can go to. But yeah, I hope you have a great day.